Her smug smile in that Portland courtroom, as the judge handed her everything. My savings, my home, my future, cracked something in me, and I, Connell Reed, 38, stood frozen, my heart a shattered pain, knowing I'd lost more than money, but vowing, in the silence of my ruin, that her victory would cost her dearly. The Portland courtroom was a cold box, its oak benches worn, the air stale with paper dust and tension, the February rain smearing the windows like tears. I, Connell Reed, sat rigid in my suit, my knuckles white on the table, my brown eyes fixed on the judge's gavel, my breath shallow. At 38, a freelance graphic designer with a life of deadlines and quiet coffees, I was facing my ex-girlfriend, Mara, in a civil case she'd spun from our breakup, a claim I'd defrauded her of shared assets. The judge's ruling, granting her everything, my savings, my condo, even my car, hit like a sledgehammer, her smug smile a blade, my devastation a spark for something darker. The audience left wondering how I'd rise from this ruin, my heart a coiled spring. Mara sat across the aisle, her auburn hair sleek, her green eyes glinting, her tailored blazer a shield. We'd been together 4 years, splitting rent, dreams, and a business plan for a design studio. My will make it. Mara met with her together always. But her ambition outpaced mine, her late nights with clients a lie, her exit last year. I'm done, Connell. Cold, followed by this lawsuit, claiming I'd misled her about our finances. I'd fought, my lawyer, Greg, digging deep, but her charm, her tears, her he used me in court, swayed the judge. She played me. My internal monologue seethed, my hope. Maybe justice will see through her, crushed as the gavel fell. Judge Harlan's voice was flat, his in favor of Ms. Mara Klein, all assets awarded a death knell, listing my $120,000 savings, my Pearl District condo, my Subaru, everything I'd built. Mara's smile, subtle but sharp, caught my eye. Her thank you, your honor smooth, my lawyer's Connell. I'm sorry, a murmur, my it's done hollow. The audience sensing my collapse in the way I stood, my tie loose, my devastation raw. She took my life, and she's gloating. My internal monologue churned. I trusted her, loved her, and this is my reward? The betrayal was a fire, my pain a vow. She'll pay, not today but soon. Flashbacks grounded the wound, the audience sensing my reflection as I left the courtroom. The rain cold, Mara's heels clicking past, her smile a ghost. 2019, our first apartment, her we're a team, Connell over wine, my always earnest, her laughter warm. 2022, her I need space, you're holding me back as she packed my we can fix this desperate, her departure a lie. She'd been planning this, siphoning our accounts, framing me as the villain. I was blind, I thought, my love for her accord now minor, my resentment a weight. She didn't just leave, she schemed. The audience could feel my hurt in the city's gray, my suit soaked, my hope gone. How did I miss her truth? The courtroom's echo followed me, the audience sensing my isolation as I walked to a cafe, my phone heavy with Greg's we can appeal text, my later curt, my mind elsewhere. Mara's smile wasn't just victory, it was control, her way of saying I own you. Not for long, my internal monologue hissed, a plan forming, subtle, not rash, something to unravel her world, not with fists, but with precision. I'd known her pride, her need for acclaim, her fragile ego beneath the polish. I'll use that, I thought, my devastation a spark, my control a blade. She'll feel this quiet, deep. The audience could sense my shift in the cafe's hum, my coffee untouched, my heart steady but dark. I'm not broken, I'm waking. I confided in my friend Nora, the audience sensing my vulnerability as we met at her loft, her easel cluttered, my voice low, raw. Mara took everything, Nora, savings, condo, car, smiled like she'd won a game. Her God, Connell, that's vow was sharp. My I'm gutted, but I'm not done. Steady her, don't do anything stupid a prod. My not stupid, smart a hint. The audience feeling my resolve in the way I paced. My hands clenched, my pain afire. She sees my hurt, not my plan. Nora's you're better than her. Rebuild was a bomb. My I will, my way cryptic, my internal monologue a vow. I'll rebuild, but she'll fall. The loft's warmth contrasted my chill. The audience sensing my tension as I sketched ideas. Not legal fights, too costly, but something personal. Her gallery opening next month. Her new life built on my ruin. I know her weaknesses, I thought, her need for praise, her fear of exposure. My plan is seed. Subtle moves, quiet leaks, her world fraying thread by thread. Flashback stung. 2021. Her, I'm the face. You're the work for our studio pitch. My we're equal naive. Last spring, her you're too small. Connell, she left. My you'll see ignored. She underestimated me. My internal monologue seethed. My resentment a spark. My control a fire. I'll show her small. The rain eased, the audience sensing my shift as I left Nora's. The city's lights soft, my suit a weight, Mara's smile a goad. She thinks she's won, I thought, my devastation a forge, my plan a whisper. Not violence, not noise, but a slow unraveling, her pride, her ruin. I'd start small, a whisper to her gallery sponsor, a nudge to her clients, my pain a guide. She'll feel what I felt piece by piece. The audience could feel my resolve in the streets quiet, my steps firm, my heart sore but sharp. I'm not her victim, I'm her reckoning. The night deepened, the audience sensing my struggle as I reached my rented room. The condo gone, my life stripped, Mara's victory a ghost. Her smile was a wound, her betrayal a debt, but I, Connell, was plotting, my pain a fire, my strength a spark. Her ruling a spark that would lead to her fall, a truth I'd shape with care, whatever it took. I sat at my desk, my internal monologue a vow. I'll take back my life, and she'll know loss. As I dig into Mara's new gallery deal, a call from Greg reveals a crack in her story, but her public charm at a networking event tests my restraint, pushing me to refine my plan, a step I'm ready to take. The Portland dusk was a bruised veil, the February rain a faint drizzle against the windows of my rented room in St. John's, the space cramped with a desk, a mattress, and boxes of what little I'd salvaged. I, Connell Reed, sat at the desk, my hoodie loose, my brown eyes tracing a laptop screen, my hands still steady from years of design work, hovering over the keys. At 38, a freelance graphic designer stripped bare, I was 3 days past the courtroom loss to my ex-girlfriend, Mara, her smug smile as she took my savings, condo, and car a wound that festered. Now, grappling with disbelief, anger, and betrayal, I masked my pain in public, silently studied her weaknesses, and found the first spark of revenge, a small oversight in her world. The audience sensing my quiet shift from ruin to resolve, my heart a smoldering coal. The room's dim light mirrored my haze, the audience feeling my turmoil in the way I stared at the screen, a client's logo half done, Mara's thank you, your honor echoing, her smile a taunt. She took everything, my internal monologue seethed, disbelief raw. How did I lose it all? Anger surged, her lies, her he used me, in court, a betrayal that burned. I gave her my trust, my home. The audience could sense my pain in the way I pushed the laptop back, my knuckles white, my hope shattered. I thought truth would win. Betrayal was a weight, my internal monologue a churn. She planned this, and I was blind. But beneath it, a vow stirred. She'll regret that smile. Flashbacks recast our past. The audience sensing my reflection as I paced. The rain's patter a rhythm. Red flags now glaring. 2020, Mara's let's merge our accounts, Connell. It's practical over dinner. Her smile too smooth, my sure, we're partners naive. 2022, her, I'm meeting a client. Don't wait up late nights. Her phone locked, my okay. I trust you a mistake. She was building her exit, siphoning funds, crafting her case. I ignored the signs. I thought, her charm a mask, my love a trap, my anger a fire. She played me, step by step. The audience could feel my betrayal in the room's chill, my hoodie a shield, my self-doubt a sting. How did I not see her? Publicly, I hid the damage, the audience sensing my control as I met a client. Elise at a cafe, my projects on track steady, her you seem off, Connell probing, my just a tough week a dodge, my smile tight. They can't see me break, my internal monologue insisted. Mara's victory is secret I buried, my pain masked with nods and emails. But alone, I watched her, my laptop open to her gallery's site. Her new venture, her Mara Klein designs glowing, her bio touting independent vision built on my ruin. She's thriving on my bones, I thought, my resentment a blade, my internal monologue a shift. I know her pride, her need to be seen. That's her weakness. The spark of revenge flickered, the audience sensing my discovery as I scrolled her site. A small oversight catching my eye. A client testimonial, J. Harper, praising her work, linked to a defunct email, sloppy, unlike her polish. She's rushing, cutting corners, I thought a coincidence, but potent. Harper was a realtor I'd met, a lead I could nudge. Not a lawsuit, not a scene, but a quiet push. A word to Harper, a hint of Mara's oversights, enough to dent her shine. She overlooked details I won't. My internal monologue vowed, my anger a spark, my control a fire. This is where I start. The audience could feel my resolve in the screen's glow, my hands typing, my heart steady but dark. Her world will fray, thread by thread. I confided in Nora again, the audience sensing my caution as we walked the waterfront, the river's glint sharp, her coat bright, my voice low. Mara's building her empire, Nora, but I found a crack. Her client list shaky, I said, my steps slow, raw. Her be careful, Connell. Don't sink to her level was firm. I'm smarter, cryptic her, you're hurting. I get it a prom, I hurting, but focus steady. The audience feeling my control in the way. I met her gaze, my hands in my pockets, my pain a guide. She sees my wound, not my plan. Nora's build your life, not her ruin, was a bomb. My I'm doing both quiet, my internal monologue a chord. I'll rise, she'll fall. Reflection deepened my intent, the audience sensing my focus as I sat later, the room quiet, a Harper contact saved. Lunch soon? My first move. She betrayed me. But I'm not rash. I thought Mara's weakness is clear. Her ego, her need for flawless praise, her haste now showing. Flashback stung. 2021 her, I'm the brand, you're the grind. For our studio, my we're equal blind. Last fall her, you're too slow. Connell as she left, my you'll see ignored. She thought me weak, my internal monologue seethed, my disbelief a scar, my strength a spark. I'm not her pawn, I'm her mirror. The audience could feel my shift in the desk clutter, my laptop shut, my heart sore but sharp. I'm playing her game, my rules. The challenge was restraint, the audience sensing my tension as a client email pinged. Mara's new work is stunning. Her rise a goad, my anger flaring. She's using my loss to climb. Stay calm, stay sharp. I thought my plan a whisper, not a shout. Harper first, then her sponsors, her network, small cuts to her shine. My hope flickered. Maybe I'll heal through this, but pain drove me. She'll feel what I felt. The audience could sense my resolve in the rain's fade. My hoodie off, my mind clear. I'm not broken, I'm building. The night settled, the audience sensing my struggle as I stood. The city's hum faint, Mara's smile a shadow. Her betrayal was a wound, her victory a debt, but I, Connell, was moving. My pain a fire, my strength a spark, her oversight a spark that would unravel her, a truth I'd shape with care, whatever it took. I type a note to Harper, my internal monologue a vow. This is for me, not just her fall. Harper's reply hints at Mara's shaky deals, but her gallery opening, where she's the star, tests my patience. pushing me to plant the first seed of her downfall, a move I'm ready to make. The Portland noon was a sharp gleam, the March sun cutting through the haze over the Pearl District, the gallery's glass facade reflecting the bustle of art patrons and coffee carts. I, Connell Reed, stood across the street, my hoodie nondescript, my brown eyes scanning the crowd, my hands, steady despite the churn within, tucked into my pockets. At 38, a freelance graphic designer scraping by in a rented room, I was 10 days past the courtroom loss to my ex-girlfriend, Mara, her smug smile as she claimed my savings, condo, and car wound that fueled me. Now, studying her world with cold precision, I moved among her circle, her friends, her colleagues, her pawns, planting a subtle seed of disruption, my restraint ablade, the audience sensing the rising tension as her empire trembled, my heart a calculated pulse. The gallery was Mara's stage, her opening tonight a showcase of her Mara Klein designs, built on my ruin. She's untouchable here, my internal monologue seethed, her posters sleek, bold, mocking me, my anger a low burn. She took my life. Now she's a star. But I didn't storm in. I watched my restraint a shield, my plan a whisper, small moves, not chaos, to fray her shine. I'd learned her weaknesses, her need for flawless praise, her rushed deals, her fragile ego. I'll use that, I thought, my strategy a thread. A doubt sown, a crack widened, her world unraveling slowly. The audience could sense my control in the way I blended into the crowd, my hoodie a mask, my pain a guide. She won't see me coming. I'd started with Harper, the realtor whose testimonial on Mara's site was shaky. Over lunch, Mara's work is good, but her numbers don't add up confirmed my spark. Mara's haste left gaps. She's sloppy under pressure, I noted, my internal monologue sharp. One nudge, and her clients will waver. I didn't accuse. I asked, my heard she's juggling a lot. You think she's solid? Casual Harper's, I'm double-checking her books, a ripple, my restraint of fire. That's enough for now. The audience could feel my strategy in the cafe's hum, my smile polite, my heart dark. Her foundation's cracking, and she doesn't know. Today, I moved closer, the audience sensing my infiltration as I entered the gallery's pre-opening mingle, my name on a guest list via clients +1, my presence a shadow. Mara stood center, her auburn hair gleaming, her laugh loud, her "this is my vision" to a critic of performance. She's the queen here, I thought, my resentment a weight, her charm a weapon that once hooked me. I stayed peripheral, my internal monologue a rein. Don't stare, don't snap, watch. Her colleague, Lena, a nervous designer I'd met in our studio days, was my target. Someone Mara used her Mara's the genius. I'm just support. Last year a clue to her unease. She's a weak link, I strategized, my plan a seed. A word to Lena, a doubt planted, Mara's team fraying. I approached Lena by the wine table, the audience sensing my subtlety as I smiled, my voice low, casual. Lena, been a while. How's working with Mara? Heard it's intense, she's demanding was hesitant, heard she's stretching thin, clients noticing a gentle prod, her some have, yeah, crack, the audience feeling the ripple in the way she glanced at Mara, my restraint a blade. She's doubting good. I didn't push my hope it works out neutral, my internal monologue a spark. That'll fester, she'll talk. The audience could sense my control in the gallery's buzz, my wine untouched, my heart steady. One seed, now I watch. Flashbacks fueled my resolve, the audience sensing my reflection as I drifted to a corner, Mara's voice a ghost. 2020, her You're My Rock, Connell in our apartment, her hand on mine, my always blind. 2022, her I'm out, you're too small as she left, my we built this ignored, her betrayal planned, bank statements I'd missed, her client meetings a cover. She wove this from the start. I thought, my anger a fire, my betrayal a scar. I was her stepping stone. The audience could feel my pain in the crowd's chatter, my hoodie a cloak, my strategy a shield. She underestimated me. That's her mistake. Tension rose, the audience sensing the stakes as Mara's gaze flicked my way, her smile faltering, my presence a ghost she sensed but couldn't place. Stay calm, my internal monologue urged, my restraint a vice. She can't know I'm here. Not yet. A sponsor, Mr. Tate, her gallery's backer, laughed nearby. Her "we're expanding, thanks to you" a boast, but Harper's doubt echoed. Her numbers don't add up. They're watching her now, I thought, my plan a ripple spreading. Lena's unease, Harper's scrutiny, small cracks in her world. My hope flickered. This will hurt her, but pain drove me. She'll feel my loss. The audience could sense my tension in the gallery's heat, my steps slow, my heart dark. I'm not done. I confided in Greg, my lawyer, the audience sensing my caution as we met later, his office dim, my voice low. Mara's rushing her gallery, Greg leaving gaps. I'm nudging her clients. His Connell, "Don't break the law," was stern. My "I'm not just talking steady." His "Be smart," she's slippery or prod. My "I'm smarter," quiet. The audience feeling my resolve in a way I lean back, my hand still, my pain a guide. He sees my fight, not my endgame. Greg's "You'll rebuild." Focus there was a bomb. My "I am," but she pays first firm, my internal monologue a vow. Her fall is my rise. The night deepened, the audience sensing my strategy as I left the gallery. The rain gone, Mara's laughter a shadow. Her world was hers, but I'd sown a seed. Lena's doubt, Harper's questions, a ripple that would grow. She's not invincible, I thought, my resentment a spark, my control a fire. I'll unravel her, piece by piece. Flashbacks faded. Her "you're nothing without me" a lie, my "you'll see it" the truth, my strength a blade. I'm not her victim, I'm her judge. The audience could feel my resolve in the city's quiet. My hoodie damp, my heart sharp. She'll feel this soon. The street was calm, the audience sensing my tension as I walked, the gallery's glow faint, Mara's empire a target. Her betrayal was a wound, her smile a debt, but I, Connell, was moving, my pain a fire, my strategy a spark, my seed a spark that would shift her world, a truth I'd shape with care, whatever it cost. I reached my room, my internal monologue a vow. I'm watching, and she'll fall. Lena's whispered doubts reach Tate, but Mara's bold pitch to a new client forces me to escalate. A quiet leak to her network, while a chance meeting with her assistant reveals her deeper flaws, pushing my plan forward, a step I'm ready to take. The Portland dusk was a soft blur, the March sky fading over the east side, the coffee shop's windows steaming with the warmth of espresso and murmured chatter. I, Connell Reed, sat in a corner booth, my laptop open, my hoodie blending into the crowd, my brown eyes scanning a client email, my hands, calmer now, steadied by routine, typing a reply. At 38, a freelance graphic designer rebuilding from nothing, I was 3 weeks past the courtroom loss to my ex-girlfriend, Mara, her smug smile as she took my savings, condo, and car a fading sting. Now, watching her world fray in small, cumulative ways, I stayed controlled, never directly involved, my revenge a quiet tide, the audience sensing her dawning unease as I began to breathe again, my heart a steadier rhythm. The shop's hum was my cover, the audience feeling my calm in the way I sipped my coffee, my screen glowing with a new logo design. Mara's downfall unfolding in whispers I'd seeded. Lena's doubt, planted at the gallery, had spread, her Mara's demanding to Tate, the sponsor, now a murmur among her team. Harper's scrutiny of Mara's books, nudged by my "she's juggling a lot" weeks ago, had led to a client pulling out, a small contract lost, her site quietly updated to hide it. "She's slipping," my internal monologue noted, my anger a low ember. She thought she'd buried me. My restraint was iron, my strategy a thread. No calls, no confrontations, just ripples, doubts, hesitations that eroded her shine. The audience could sense my control in the booth's shadow, my fingers steady, my pain a guide. I'm not her pawn, I'm her tide. Mara's life was unstabling, the audience sensing the cracks as I scrolled X. The local art post mentioning her gallery's staff turnover. Lena's name absent, her exit a silent blow. A critic's review, once glowing, now hedged. Klein's vision lacks focus, a shift I'd fueled by tipping a blogger about her rush deals. My heard her last project flopped, to a contact subtle, untraceable. She's feeling it, but not from me, I thought, my resentment a spark, my internal monologue a vow. Her world's fraying, and I'm invisible. The audience could feel my calm in the coffee's steam, my laptop dim, my heart lighter. I'm breathing, she's not. Her realization came, the audience sensing her unease through a friend's text. Clara, a mutual from our studio days, now Mara's assistant. Mara's stressed, Connell snapping at everyone. Something's off. I met Clara at a bar. My how's Mara holding up? Casual. Her, she's paranoid. Thinks someone's out to get her a spark. My rough. Hope she's okay. Neutral. My internal monologue a blade. She knows it's unraveling, but I'm a ghost. Mara's, who's talking about me? Overheard at a client lunch, Clara said, was sharp, her poise cracking, unable to trace the source. She's looking, but I'm air, I thought, my strategy of fire. Her ego's her cage now. The audience could sense the tension in Clara's text. My reply brief, my heart dark but steady. She's tasting loss blind. Flashbacks fueled my resolve. The audience sensing my reflection as I paused. The shop's chatter fading. Mara's betrayal scar. 2021, her you're my foundation. Connell in our loft. Her hand on mine, my we're in this blind. 2022, her you're dragging me down as she packed. My we built this ignored. Her lawsuit a trap. Bank record she'd faked. My trust her weapon. She thought me soft. I thought my anger a low hum. My pain a guide. I'm harder now. The audience could feel my strength in the booth's quiet. My hoodie loose, my self-doubt fading. She misjudged me. That's her flaw. I stayed removed, the audience sensing my restraint as I met Tate at a networking event. My Mara's gallery's getting buzz allure, his buzz sure, but her team's shaky a crack, my really? She seems solid, feigned, my internal monologue a spark. He's wavering, perfect. I didn't push, my role a bystander, my plan a ripple. Lena's exit, Harper's pullout, Tate's doubt piling up, Mara's calls to sponsors unanswered, Clara's she's losing it a sign. I'm nowhere but everywhere I thought, my control blade, my hope a flicker. I'm healing through this. The audience could sense my calm in the event's hum. My handshake firm, my heart sharp. Her fall's begun, and I'm clean. Tension rose, the audience sensing the stakes as Clara texted again. Mara's blaming me, thinks I'm leaking. She's turning on her own, I thought my strategy a tide. Her paranoia, her snapping, her cracks showing, clients ghosting, reviews souring, her gallery's glow dimming. She can't pin me, my internal monologue vowed, my restraint of fire. I'm a shadow, she feels. A post on X caught my eye, Mara's exciting updates soon. Her bravado forced, her desperation clear. She's scrambling, I thought, my pain easing, my strength a spark. I'm breathing again. The audience could feel my resolve in the shop's warmth, my laptop closed, my heart lighter. She's sinking, I'm rising. I confided in Nora, the audience sensing my balance as we walked Forest Park, the trail muddy, her scarf bright, my voice low. Mara's world's wobbling, Nora, clients dropping, team gone. I said my steps even raw. Her you're behind it, aren't you? Was sharp, my not directly, just watching steady. Her be careful, Connell prod, my I'm careful and free calm. The audience feeling my growth in the way I exhaled, my hands loose, my pain a guide. She sees my edge, not my end. Nora's you're rebuilding, that's enough was a bomb. My it's a start honest, my internal monologue chord. I'm living, not just cutting. The dusk deepened, The audience, sensing my control as I left the shop, the city's lights soft, Mara's unraveling a quiet tide. Her empire was hers, but I'd shifted it. Lena's doubt, Tate's hesitation, Clara's fear, a web she couldn't trace. She's losing what she stole, I thought, my resentment a scar, my strength a fire. I'm not her victim, I'm her mirror. Flashbacks faded, her you're nothing a lie, my you'll see a truth, my comma blade. I'm whole, she's not. The audience could feel my peace in the streets quiet, my hoodie dry, my heart steady. She's falling, and I'm free. The night settled, the audience sensing my resolve as I walked home. The rain gone, Mara's world a shadow. Her betrayal was a wound, her smile a debt. But I, Connell, was breathing. My pain a fire, my strategy a spark. Her cracks a spark that would break her, a truth I'd shaped with care, never touched. I reached my room, my internal monologue a vow. I'm rising, and she's done. Mara's gallery stumbles as Tate pulls funding, but her desperate outreach to me, a plea for peace, tests my resolve, forcing me to choose between pushing her further or walking away, a final step I'm ready to take. The Portland twilight was a soft veil, the April sky streaked with amber over the Willamette, the river's edge quiet except for the lap of water and the distant hum of traffic. I, Connell Reed, walked the waterfront path, my hoodie loose, my brown eyes tracing the current, my hands, finally unclenched, steady from new design work, resting in my pockets. At 38, a freelance graphic designer rebuilding from ruin, I was a month past the courtroom loss to my ex-girlfriend, Mara, her smug smile as she took my savings, condo, and car scar now faded. My subtle revenge, a quiet unraveling of her world, had worked, not from cruelty, but justice. Her downfall a poetic collapse, my closure a reflective peace, the audience sensing my reclaimed power as I walked, my heart a balanced scale. The path was my refuge, the audience feeling my calm in the river's glint, the breeze cool. Mara's empire crumbled in whispers I'd sown. Tate's withdrawal of funding, sparked by Lena's doubts and Harper's scrutiny, had gutted her gallery. A scathing review. Klein's vision overpromised, underdelivered, fueled by my tip to a blogger, had turned sponsors away. Clara, her assistant, quit. Her Mara's toxic to a colleague a ripple-eyed nudged, leaving Mara isolated, her social shine dimmed. Her ex-post last week, taking a break to refocus, was a surrender, her voice strained at a client's farewell. Clara texted, her I don't know what happened a quiet break. She's lost what she stole, my internal monologue noted, my anger a faint ember. Not my hand, but her flaws. The audience could sense my resolve in the path's stillness. My steps even, my pain eased. Justice, not vengeance. Mara's downfall was poetic, the audience sensing its weight as I paused by a bench. The city's lights soft, her professional collapse. Clients gone, gallery shuttered. Mirroring my courtroom loss, her social circle frayed, her emotional armor cracked. She'd reached out, a desperate voicemail. Connell, can we talk? I'm sorry. Her tone fragile, her power gone. I didn't reply, my no need to Nora a choice, my internal monologue a vow. She's paid. I'm done. Her plea wasn't victory. It was proof. Her world, built on my ruin, couldn't stand. She's alone now. I thought, my resentment a scar, my strength a fire. I didn't break her, she broke herself. The audience could feel my calm in the river's flow, my hoodie dry, my heart steady. Her smile's gone, I'm free. Reflection grounded my closure, the audience sensing my peace as I walked, the path curving, my new life taking shape. A small apartment, steady clients, a logo pitch landing tomorrow. She took my past, not my future. I thought, Mara's betrayal. Her lies, her you're nothing. A lesson, not a chain. Flashbacks faded. 2020, her we're a team, a lie. My always blind. 2022, Her "you're too small" as she left, my "you'll see" a truth now proven. I was enough, always, my internal monologue affirmed, my self-doubt a fog lifted, my power reclaimed. I built this, not her. The audience could feel my strength in the dusk's quiet, my hands loose, my heart full. I'm not her victim, I'm me. I didn't gloat, the audience sensing my restraint as I confided in Nora at her loft, her easel bright, my voice low, calm. "Mara's gallery's done. Nora, she's out of moves." I said, my coffee cold, raw. Her "you planned this." Connell was soft, my "I nudge." Her flaws did the rest steady. Her "you're okay now." A prod, my "better than okay." Honest, the audience feeling my closure in the way I leaned back, my shoulders relaxed, my pain a guide. She sees my peace, not my fight. Nora's "you're whole. That's enough" was a bomb. My "it is quiet," my internal monologue a chord. I'm living, not proving. Tension was gone, the audience sensing my release as I walked on. The river's edge a mirror, Mara's downfall complete. Her professional pride gutted, her social mask cracked, her emotional core exposed. She's facing what I did, I thought, my strategy, Lena's doubt, Harper's pullout, Clara's exit, a tide she couldn't trace, my role a shadow. A new client's "your work's sharp." Connell, yesterday was a spark, my "glad you think so." Steady, my internal monologue a lift, my life's mine again. The audience could feel my resolve in the path's calm. My hoodie soft, my heart light. She's fallen, I'm standing. The closure was raw, the audience sensing my peace as I stopped. The river dark, a single act sealing my power. I deleted Mara's voicemail, my phone dim, no words needed, my "I'm done" to the arrow line that held. I don't need her sorry, I thought, my strength a fire, my growth a truth. I've taken back my worth. My work, my friends, my quiet nights were my scale, balanced without her weight, my internal monologue a reflection. I'm not her judge, I'm my own. The audience could sense my strength in the water's lap. My steps resumed, my heart whole. I'm free, and she's not. Closing reflection. I walked on, the river a guide, the city's pulse a rhythm, my life my own. Mara's betrayal had shattered me. Her smile had crushed me. But I'd rebuilt, not for her fall, but for my rise, a world of craft, trust, and steady days. Her loss was her mirror. My gain was my truth, a lesson for anyone watching. When they take your all, weave your own path, claim your power, not their pain. I, Connell, was whole, my work a home, my steps a road, my piece of fire that would burn clear, my future a design I'd shape, quiet and sure.